am flabbergasted that I gave this movie a chance. They really, really pulled me in with the trailer. I sincerely apologize to me for watching this movie. I haven't watched a Tyler Perry original since The Family That Prays, way back when. And there's a reason for that. And I forgot the reason for that. That's my fault. That's Mea Culpa. Tyler Perry didn't do anything wrong. It's me. I'm the problem. It's me. So let's talk about this. It is not good when I'm introduced to a character, especially a main character, and my immediate question, like within a few minutes of meeting them, is why are you even in this situation? The thing between Mia and her mother-in-law was crazy, over the top. I'm not buying this. Why are you still in this marriage with this woman constantly, not just picking at you, but like tearing you apart? Why are you in this situation? I wasn't buying it. I didn't buy Mia as a character. I found her very flat. Everybody was flat. But Mia was very accommodating. Zaire compliments Mia's brilliance, but I never get to see her be brilliant in this movie, right? She's a defense lawyer, but we never see her come up with a defense for defending Zaire. She takes his case because of emotions. She wants to stick it to her in-laws. That's not smart. That's not intelligent. What about this case makes you think it's defensible? From what I saw, there was no defense. Every question she asked Zaire, he was like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. We never hear her articulate why she thinks this case is worth taking. And I feel like the reason why we don't get to hear it is because the point wasn't to introduce us to this person, Mia Harper, in her world. I feel like the point of this movie was that sex scene. Right? Like, Tyler Perry had a dream of two hot people doing it on the floor with some paint. And then he was like, I can put this on people's TV screens. And then he was like, damn, I gotta write something to get us to this. And that's how we got this damn movie that is 2 hours long. We never get anything from Mia to ground her as a character. Not her job, not her marriage, not her relationship with her in-laws, not her relationship with her best friend. She has a best friend, and yet the person she keeps turning to is Tyreek. The best friend is inconsequential. After that dinner scene, the birthday dinner, we never see her turn to Charlize. We never see them confer. It's inconsequential to her as a character. So all in all, Mia is a convenient character. It's more important for her mother-in-law to be an evil bitch. It's more important for Zaire to be pushy and seductive. It's more important for, I don't know what was going on with the husband, but it's more important for all the stuff around her to happen than it is for her to affect her environment in any way. And so because of that, she doesn't feel like a real person. Tyler Perry chose not to build this up. I mean, we could have entered this movie in a courtroom scene. Where we started isn't the problem. There was never a moment for me to sink into that world. I was expecting at some point early on a soft like introduction, but right away everything's in your face. The mother-in-law's a bitch. The son is, a doormat. And at the beginning, Mia makes a comment to the therapist saying that like I've never seen a relationship like the one between him and his mom. But we never see an out there relationship. The out there relationship is actually between Mia and the mom. But that's not really her concern. So again, the movie is all surface, no depth. And so because of that, I spent 2 agonizing hours just being like, get me to the end, get me to the climax. Like, did he do it or not so I can turn this off? Zaire has a murder case hanging over his head, and he is annoyed about it. That is the best descriptor I can give. Zaire, what Trevante Rhodes was giving me about that murder case was mild annoyance. He has a murder case hanging over his head, but here he is doing paint by numbers. Like, it's more important for him to ask Mia about her marriage. He's talking about some artist subjective. He is holding her hand so she can paint. All this extra stuff instead of like, so how are you going to defend me? What's the strategy? So he doesn't take the murder case seriously until he has to, in the sense of like, he says like, oh, like, I don't even remember what the hell he said. Something like, oh, this is serious business. Like, I need you, Mia. It only has to be... Like, he's more concerned with seducing Mia than the fact that he might go to jail and that there's a stack of evidence against him. The line of the movie goes to Cal, who said, talking about in the car with Mia, talk about he told me to beat your ass to get you in line, but I said no. I chose to go the soft route or the sweet route. I was like, here's the thing. Here's what made this even more agonizing. I called Charlize sleeping with Zaire when they were standing outside of the restaurant in the very beginning. The way the brother-in-law was looking at the wife and he was like, oh, we're going to throw away the paintings and all that stuff. I was like, oh, she slept with him. I called the brother-in-law being the one. I did think homegirl was dead. I figured the brother-in-law did it, and I called that during the breakfast scene when Mia comes home and, that scene where she decides she's definitely going to take the case. I called it during that scene. And so then it was an agonizing 2 hours getting to the end. I give this movie 0.5 stars out of 5. Let me know what you guys thought of the movie. Did you like it because of anything other than the sex scene? I'm just like, so they make a big deal about like the paparazzis following Zaire. Like basically like the whole nation is talking about this case. This is such a big deal. There are like 10 people protesting outside of the art gallery. So much exposure, right? But for whatever reason, no one has done any investigative reporting to discover that sex dungeon adjacent to his apartment building. Okay. Let me know what you thought of the movie. Did you like it? My God, why? If you didn't like it, we can definitely talk. Tell me what questions you had as you were watching this. And I learned a few minutes ago that he followed Risa Tisa on Instagram. My God. Somebody please outbid him for the story. Please outbid him for the story. Not that any movie about Risa Tisa is going to compare to her telling the story, okay? And I don't even know if I'm going to watch a movie if they make one. But just off chance that I might check it out, somebody other than Tyler Perry, please.